Russian forces have ramped up their attacks on cities around Ukraine while a town north of Kyiv was pounded with heavy shelling. The bombardment comes after 2 failed ceasefire attempts over the weekend to allow civilians to leave the war zone.
And joining us now is Mirella Hodeib. She is the International Committee of the Red Cross Spokesperson in Ukraine. Mirella, welcome. Thank you so much for talking to us. We know you're in Ukraine, and we hope you're staying safe. But please, if you could, talk to us about how the Red Cross maneuvers in a war zone such as this and the services your organization is able to provide under these challenging circumstances.
Thank you for having me. Well, as an international neutral humanitarian organization, the ICRC speaks to all those concerned the parties to be able to deliver humanitarian aid, much needed right now across Ukraine. It's very important that the safety and the security of our teams is guaranteed, and this is under international humanitarian law, which governs conflicts. And for the time being, we're seeing that the most urgent needs are food, water, medical care. Very little people have connectivity. Most of them are in shelters, packed shelters with really anything, really nothing to survive on. We have spoken to women who have left the formula and the diapers of their babies home. So the situation is kind of catastrophic, and we really need to move in aid as soon as possible. And for that, we would need guarantees from all parties to be able to do so.
So let me ask you a little bit more about that, Mirella, because you're talking about the urgency and the catastrophic conditions. There were 2 failed attempts over the weekend, as you know, to evacuate around 200,000 Ukrainians. So if I could ask you to just sort of expand on that notion of how bad could conditions get if the civilians are not able to leave?
Absolutely. The situation already in Mariupol, where these corridors were being organized, is very difficult for the people. I mean, under international humanitarian law, parties would need to guarantee safe passage for civilians to those who wish to voluntarily leave areas where the hostilities are very high. But let's not also forget that if these passages or the so-called corridors are unable to be organized because the parties would need to agree on the specific of those corridors, then the civilians who remain are protected under international humanitarian law and should not be targeted. Not only the civilians, but also the civilian structures critical for their survivals. I'm talking water plants, medical facilities, electricity companies, etc.
And Mirella, as you know, more than 1.7 million Ukrainians have fled the country. The UN says that number could grow to 5 million people. So the world, which has not fully recovered from the impact of the pandemic, is now facing a refugee crisis. What are the short and long-term implications of this kind of humanitarian crisis?
For the time being, yes, we're seeing a big movement of population, but also big displacement within Ukraine. Let's not forget about that. I mean, there are people who cannot leave for one reason or the other, whether financial or whether they cannot leave families behind. So there is also still a catastrophic situation within Ukraine and needs that need to be addressed urgently.
Mirella Hodeib in Ukraine with the Red Cross. Thank you for all that you are doing there, and thank you for joining us.